These days we are completely flooded with technology that we don't necessarily need. Nowadays, the level or the amount of anxiety in the average person is much higher than it should and used to be in the past, because of all of the things you can do on the devices that we use daily. One good example is scrolling through social media for hours and hours for pretty much no particular reason. We just like the level of dopamine and instant gratification we get from all of these nice pictures on Instagram and videos on YouTube. As a result, we get jealous of the things we don't have that others do. Well, of course everyone is going to upload an image or video of them having fun with their life, but at the moment we don't realize that these pictures or videos are not showing the full view of their lives. That's why half of the times everyone is depressed and sad these days. So how can we fix this problem of being depressed and having anxiety almost all the time? There is a simple solution to this problem, and it's called journaling. You may heard of journaling before and thought it is some kind of thing that doesn't really help and that only nerds use it because it makes them feel productive. But let me tell you that every successful person uses some kind of a note-taking system to help them mentally. At first, it really doesn't feel like just writing your thoughts on a sheet of paper could help, but I promise you that it does. So journaling is like a free mental therapy and some kind of an exercise for your brain. But there are actually more benefits of journaling as well. It obviously improves your mental health, it can encourage self-confidence, boost memory and thinking skills. And also it can actually help you with achieving goals. But you will only see these benefits if you're consistently writing your journal every single day, even if you're sad, angry, tired, or basically don't feel like doing it. Now that you know why writing a journal is good for you, you need to know how to do it. So there are actually many different videos on YouTube telling you a specific way to journal, but really it doesn't matter how to do it. What really matters is that journaling needs to help you mentally. This is usually achieved by writing how you feel or what you're grateful about at the present moment, but again you can write about whatever you think about. For me personally, journaling is what I do for the first thing in the morning after I go to the bathroom, obviously. I use a basic A5 notebook that has a holder for a pen on the side. I prefer the A5 size the most because it is much more portable, so you can journal on the go if you would like to. You can use a normal paper or just any kind of notebook you like, but I wouldn't recommend you to use a phone or a computer. Using journaling apps may be useful sometimes, but writing on a sheet of paper will get you the most out of this habit. That is because you spend more and more time writing than typing, and it forces you to focus more on what you're writing. So the first thing I write about is of course the date. Then not too long ago I started writing about how I feel at the moment. If I can't explain how I feel, I usually think of the first thing that comes to my head and I try to explain how I feel about thinking of that thing. For example, if the first thing comes to my head is the upcoming test, I will usually be nervous or upset because I know I didn't study. After that, I write about 3 things that I'm grateful for at the moment. It doesn't matter what these 3 things are because the point of this exercise is to be more grateful for everyday stuff. I also use the same journal for my notes if I quickly get any ideas in my head or if I'm watching some kind of a video and I want to remember the key points of it. Now of course you can change or add the parts of the journal because it really doesn't matter what you write about. The flexibility of journaling is what makes it fun and easy to follow every day. I think that's everything about the journaling, and now it's time for you to take action and to write your first words on a sheet of paper.